Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hoosiers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions offense takes the field for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the... and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Indiana's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
Man, get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Montgomery. Firing to the right, complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he's able to catch it and go get the first.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's high. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Open space at the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But
turning it on. Snowed under by the defense.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I'm put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive firing. On target to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Gain of 22.
The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it from the gun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end and they stopped the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gage. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Hoosiers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. They want to throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, at 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC.
Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Nittany Lions come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw. He's got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got it inside the 15. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They'll run play action. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Montgomery. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. He wants to throw it. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the second. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Oh, they're after him! And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this...
Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can cut.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
Yeah, and we are linebacker.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. It's a draw. Shows him the stiff arms. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the 1st down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Off the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job on the defense covering that thing up.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some...
Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Montgomery. Fires to the right. Got his man. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big game, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. The give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Trying to find the end zone. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Working on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now adjusting. He's going to fire to the left. A big-time catch along the sideline. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Send the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. Moving out to the right. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Penn State 38, Indiana 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. half a play before we head to halftime. Hands it off. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. you a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Fakes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him in.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting into predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll just down it right there. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. He'll try to find a rhythm here. Hard running there. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Hoosiers... the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. They're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
3rd and short. I don't mind the play call. Running the RPO, giving the quarterback the option. Could he have pulled it and maybe made that decision?
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They just keep firing. Makes the catch. Lowers those pads. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds of thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. The RPO is complete. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's complete on the right side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
Penn State 45, Indiana 17.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10.
Return is brought in at the 21, and Indiana Butchers will take over.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Might be changing the route. They're going to ride this running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to pass. It's Montgomery. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He leaves it with his back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side.
Let's go.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wide out. Working that left side. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
On the play.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The screen, he can go inside the 15. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry up. Looking to throw again. Lets it fly. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gives it on the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to him on the ground. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team.
Formation to kick it away.
Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to pass, it's Montgomery. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Caught over the middle. It's Fletcher. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And he puts through the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Pass to Stigson, still on his feet. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Oh, he's got some space. Continues to fight for yards. He's at the 10. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. And that's one of the challenges the option prevents. They stretch you from sideline to sideline.
There's a lot of different ways, Reese, this running back is going to get involved in this game. Yeah, we're going to see him run between the tackles, but they've got a lot of creative ways they can get him out on the perimeter to try to use his speed.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. Turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but they're sending out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game. Turning it on! Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Now on first down from the 30. and fires complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Montgomery. Quick step and go. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. Playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start